probably put some citrus stuff.
You went down there for 2 weeks, yeah. I mean, they just so, they do like weeks where they just open the door somewhere else. We'll help you, Bob.
Cái phòng này là phòng Startup Room Deck 9 Balcony. Hello, honey. Can you look?
Hello.
Hello. Nói gì đây?
See my room balcony.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it. I umbrella too.
Okay.
Wait for all of Where did you
I film. Hey.
We've got some wonderful prizes to give away, compliments to our onboard services.
Some whiskey tastings, please check your daily programs and do not miss them. Is anything we may do better for you? Please feel free to talk to us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Excellent. My name is Mauricio. I'm the Stellar Master on board, so I would like to invite you all for all the one-on-one events we have this cruise as a part of Celebrity Life. I start today at 2:15 right here on top. Come to see me. We have the nicest one event you ever attend. It's called the Riddle.
So we have to wash for 6:30, 7, 8 o'clock. All we clean already here. What we have said. So this is a glass only for this side. We have same structure for the side. We have the dishwash machine and glass machine. But we have all the wash. We keep it arranged for one by one for the side. So we can go forward. We can see the bakery and our chef office. Nice decoration, don't make the figures. Pastry kitchen, you can see by the time you make it cover, the pastry kitchen, no the ocean milk cafe, just from this side. This is for lunch. We start to get ready for the lunch. What we have for the line, the line, the two guys, they're making only the decoration. What we have the garnish, sauce, ready. Yes, sir. Then the production separate, and then only the plate is separate.
Right now. All right.
Wow.
You got it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Last up. There we go. That was a little bit better. Getting a little bit more excited out there. That's good to hear because you all are here for a lumberjack competition. Now, I actually just have a few announcements before we really get this competition going. Now, if you look over here, we have our emergency exit. So if you have some type of emergency, feel free to go right out those doors. Now, if you all have a different kind of an emergency, I'm pretty sure you all know what I'm talking about. The restroom is located right there to the side of here. Well, I was actually a buck leader, which is a rookie. That is actually what they call the rookies when they come into timber sports or the logging industry. They call them buck leaders. And that was me coming out the door and entering back in. But it looks like we're actually going to start out with this guy right here for Spruce Mill. This man right here is actually a 2009 Steel Timber Sports champion, ladies and gentlemen. And he's also a second in the world in the 60 and 90 foot speed climb. This man is Derek Knudsen, so give it up for him, Spruce Mill. But don't worry, whoa, hang on now. Now, I know I got this one a little bit mixed up, but you guys can't be cheering for the other side. You're doing clapping your hands and everything. No, you boo this man. Boo him right now. There you go. We love heckling around here, ladies and gentlemen. We love booing and heckling and hissing, so do that as much as you possibly can. Bryce Smith, get on back out here. Maybe. We're going to wait for him for a minute. There he is. There's your man, Bryce Smith. But now it is time for our next competitor. Now, all right. Now, most of the guys out here are iron jacks. Now what that means, it means that not only can they chop, saw, speed climb, log roll, boom run, but they can do any of the events in timber sports, but they have to do it better than 95% of the people in the sport itself. So you all in for a treat, and we're going to get right on into our first event, and the best way to get this underway is to start with the underhand chop. So we're going to bring out some single-bitted axes, and if you look at those horizontal blocks laying on the carriages right there, that's what they're going to be chopping through. Because out there in the woods, they had brought the trees down to the forest floor, but they had to break those up into manageable lengths. So the way that they would do that is by using a single-bitted axe and swinging that 7 to 10-pound axe blade just fractions of inches from their toes. So it's a very dangerous thing for those guys to do out there, but we're going to not let those axe handles get too wet. But we need to cheer on these guys and get them all pumped up for this one. Dawson Creek, looks like you got your man Bryce Smith right there. He's going to be chopping for you, so give it up for him. Over here on Spruce Mill, you got your man Derek Knudsen right there. He's going to be chopping for you. One thing you all have to remember, the louder you cheer, the harder they're going to chop. Choppers ready. 1, 2, go! Cheering on your man, the louder you cheer, the harder those guys are going to chop through those blocks. Look at that, Derek Knudsen already make the turn around the block and put the back on it. There goes Bryce Smith, bring the back on this block as well. So we're going to see who's going to make all the way through this block first. We're going to get a close match with Derek Knudsen to make him win this one here real soon. All right. Quite the warm-up throw right there. Not a bad way to start that one out. Here's Jamie Whalen for Dawson Creek. Let's see what he can do with this warm-up throw. All right, a little off the side, but at least it's on there on the target. Now each of these guys have 3 separate throws. Whoever has most points at the end of this event is going to be claiming the win. But we need your help out there. If it's your man throwing that axe, you want to cheer him on as loud as you possibly can. But if there's your opponent throwing that axe, you want to heckle and hiss and boo as much as you possibly can to make him miss that target. So here we go, Spruce Mill, Regiment Jake Justice. 4 points right there, Jamie Whalen right here for Dawson Creek. Give it up for him, Dawson. Looks like he might still be claiming 3 points right there. Nicely done, Jake Justice has 4 points, 1 point lead so far. There it is, Spruce Mill. There it goes to that bullseye, claiming 8 points altogether. Jamie Whalen, 3 points right now. Give it up for him, Dawson. Whoa, a little bit higher. Looks like he's claiming 2 points on that one, bringing up to a total of 5. Now Jake Justice, he has a 3-point lead right now. Let's see what he's doing in the last and final throw for Spruce Mill. Looks like he might be claiming another 4 points right there. It's pretty darn close. Looks like it might just be 3 points right there. All right, so right at this point in time, he has 11 points total. Jamie Whalen, last throw, doesn't really have the ability to win this one. down more trees than chainsaws and axes combined. Now you can just imagine how much work that is, because logging has been around for a really long time, but these saws have only been around since the 1870s. So a lot of work has been done with them, and you'll see just why that is in just a moment. Now looks like we've got our safety kits put in there, our sawyers ready to go. So what do you say we get these guys all pumped up? Spruce Bill, are your lumberjacks going to win 3 points in a row for you? They seem pretty sure about themselves, Dawson Creek, but what about your sawyers out here? Let's see what's going to happen. Here we go. Sawyer's ready. 1, 2, go. And we're off. Let's see who's going to make it all the way to the first off the green side. My goodness, there you have it, everybody. Mr. Jamie Whalen right there. Here we go. Don't forget to cheer them on. The louder you cheer, the harder they're going to chop. Choppers ready? 1, 2, go. I'm going to let the audience kind of take control of this one. So cheer your man out there. The louder you cheer, the harder they're going to chop those blocks out there. So cheer them on as loud as you can and encourage your man to win this one. There goes Jamie Whalen already making a turn around the block. Good deal. Your man takes up and lead it up on this one. It's going to be over 2 points. I can't believe you're cheering for that. My goodness. Bryce, you should have let a match or something, all right? Now get back over to your place over there. My goodness. I do apologize, Spruce Bill. You're going to get this one done first. And then I go slicing through, cutting off one complete moving twice a bit. Already running down. So Dawson Creek has a chance to maybe take the win. It all comes down to the choker set now. We're going to get that choker set the fast and make it hit the ground there. 1, 2, 3. Living a win right there with the fastest choker set out here. Nicely done for all those guys. My goodness, she just saw quite the hard fighting strong. All right, let's break it up, gents. Save it for the events, all right? Here we go. All right. As you can see, safety is a very important thing in timber sports. All right, so we got the cookie out there to you, stolen from Spruce Mill side. That was quite cool, my goodness. That's all right, here we go. We're moving on to our next event. This is the quick draw event of all timber sports. By far one of the fastest and definitely the loudest event in all of timber sports. These are hot saws. They were originally the MS 880 steel chainsaws, but we've actually souped them up and modified them quite a lot to make them a hot saw. But I personally do not work with these things very often. But Derek here works with them all the time. Isn't that right? Oh, yeah, every day. Every day, everybody. Now, why don't you just help us out a little bit? Tell us what actually makes this a hot saw.
Oh, we stole them.
What? No, Bryce, get back here. Get back here. I'm not going to let you go back. Don't worry about it, all right? He's on a 3rd strike, everybody. But don't worry, you're not going back. We actually found him on America's Most Wanted, but he's actually a great lumberjack, everybody. That's right, give it up for the convict. All right, but help us out a little bit. Tell us the truth. What did you actually do to the saw?
Okay, yeah, we started by filing off all the serial numbers and we gave a paint job.
No, not.
Yeah, they're also available on eBay, great prices.
Oh, don't tell them that, not that part. I was talking about the modifications and stuff.
Okay, yeah, we
warm these ones up. We're all warmed up. Now the way this one's going to work out, both these guys start with both their hands on top of the blocks out there. On my count, I'm going to reach down, start that steel hot saw at a cold start, and then come up and cut 2 complete cookies off the edge of the blocks out there. Now this is a very fast event, and as you all just heard, those hot saws are extremely loud. So feel free and cheer as loud as you want in this event, but those guys out there will not hear a thing. So here we go. Let's get our sawyers ready out there. We're going to get you guys to pump them up. Dawson Creek, that's your man Bryce Smith. Bruceville, that's your man Derek Newton right there. Let's see what's going to happen out here. Here we go. Sawyers ready. 1, 2, go. Ladies and gentlemen, well, let me explain. And we're off. We've got the face gun placed in the block. Look at the size of the slap that just fell off of Jamie Whalen's block out there. They're coming strong, coming strong. Both these guys tremendous jobbers. Look at the power behind each and every field. One of those shots. There goes Jake Justice trying to make a turn around the block. My goodness, in a very quick change of events, Jamie Whalen plays the win with one hit on the backside. Nicely done for your guys over here at Dawson Creek. My goodness. Bruce. So the Collins League is just leveling off the top right there. We're going to see what he does after. Wait a second, Jake. Is that your bunny rabbit?
Oh yeah. Don't you see it? It's big floppy ears, cute little beady eyes all rolled up into one yo-ho.
So where have you ever seen a bunny that looked like that before?
Like I said on my way into work this morning, right out the middle of Tongass Avenue. He looked just like it.
Jeez, that is horrible. What do you think he was doing out there in the middle of the road?
Well, he was sleeping.
Sleeping? Did you just hear that, Bruce? Sleeping? What makes you think he'd be sleeping out there?
Well, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but we get a whole bunch of rain up here, and because of that, all the rabbits have been suffering from insomnia.
Before we actually show it off?
Yeah. Before we go any further, I just want to say I've been doing these rabbits for years. This is by far my best one. Get your cameras out. You're in for a treat. You're going to love it. Yo-ho.
So I am very excited because he is a master chainsaw carver. So I'm going to take a look before we show it off.
Yeah.
I will give you a high five for effort, Jamie. That is something. But I think we're going to have to move on to the speed climbing event. Everybody knows speed climbing event is actually... Don't do it, man. Don't you do it, Jamie. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. I talked you up to be a master chainsaw carver, and you carved that? What is that?
That's fine art.
Fine art, everybody. Fine art, he says. All right. Well, I will do this, Jamie. All right. The ears look magnificent. Those are great ears. All right. but then you just like went to the front and scribbled in some funny little face. I mean, what is that? That does not look like a bunny rabbit.
That is a bunny, I bet you.
There's an eagle right over there. What was I supposed to say? I mean, look what you just did, Jamie. Everything is fine, everybody. Everything is fine. Look what you just did. You just decapitated a bunny rabbit in front of all those people out there.
I did what?
You decapitated the bunny rabbit. I mean, look at the thing.
I'm not really sure what that word means. I think this is not my fault, and I'm not taking the blame. Yo ho.
You're backing him up, are ya? All right, fine. Well, I have one question for you. If it wasn't Jamie's fault, then whose fault was it? They're saying it was all Bruce Mill's fault. And you know what? At this point in time, I almost want to agree.
I appreciate the support, but let's not point our finger at all the mean people over here because it's not their. All right, here, take a seat here, bud. Oh, perfect fit. What's your name, bud?
Brett.
Brett? Where are you from, Brett?
Washington.
Brett from Washington, D.C. Let's give him a big round of applause. Hey, Brett. Chair isn't free. You gotta do a couple things for me now. Gotta give me a big high five. Gotta wait till the nice people over here. Take your tongue out at all these mean people. All right, one more question, Brett. Who are you here with today?
My mom and my aunt.
All right, where's your mom?
Right there.
Are you the mom? Can Brett have this chair? Good, that'll be $20.
Second red line up there, which is still 40 feet in the air, ladies and gentlemen. So prepare yourselves for this one. We're going to get these guys to climb all the way up to that second red line, tag that rope to that line, and then bail out and come all the way back down to the bottom. And whoever reaches the bottom first, back down on the crash pad, is going to claim the win on this one. So we got two very good climbers out there over here for Dawson Creek. Give up your man Bryce Smith out there. He's going to climb. And then Spruce Mill, you all are in for a little bit of an extra treat because this man right here, Derek Knudsen, is second in the world in the 60 and 90 foot speed climb. He's climbed double this length, so he should be able to do this one easily. Here we go. We're going to cheer him on out there all the way up to the top and all the way back down. Climbers ready. 1, 2, go! And looks like Derek is already just about to be at the top line. There it is. And look at him bail out good down the finally here for Dawson Creek as well. My goodness. So there's $150 shopping spree to Steel Power Tools. Now if you fill that out, and right over there by the exit, there's a little box hanging on the wall with a steel sign hanging on it. So if you fill that out and throw your name in there, your name could be drawn at the end of the season, and you can win that $250 shopping spree. Because ladies, no reason to lie, we all know that you're looking for a new chainsaw, isn't that right? Yeah. All right. Now the next one on there is going to be for Fat Stan's, which is actually the lumberjack's favorite watering hole right around town. Now, as you can hear, now if you just go 42 steps right out the front door of the Great Alaska Lumberjack Show, you'll make it right over there to Fat Stan's. And if you go in there and order yourself a pint of the Alaskan Summer Ale, and you can grab yourself a pint glass as a souvenir just for yourself. Now the next one on there is for Spectrum Jewelers, so for all you ladies out there, right next door to Fat Stan's. So if you actually run right into Fat Stan's page, there's else right there. Jake Justice right here. Let's see what he can do here with this one. Cheer him on. Let's see if he can make it all the way across. There's one. There's two. There's three. There's four. Right there. And he's off. Here we go. There is one. There's two. Right there on the third log. My goodness, this gives Jake Justice a chance to win this one. So give it up for Jake Justice. Let's bring him back on home, Bruce Mill. So Bruce Mill claims the winner right now. Nicely done for both those guys out there. Very difficult to actually stand up on top of those logs. But now at this point in time, we've kind of been working through all the different jobs of the lumberjack camp. We bucked up the trees, we chopped them down, we transported them over to the mill, and now at this point in time, the lumberjack's job is done. They finally got their paycheck. What's Bryce doing over there? Bryce, you here? Oh, no, whoa. What are you doing?
I'm drying out.
You can't dry off up there. Get down out of the stands. My goodness, you're getting the people all wet over there. Now get down here. Bryce, come on. You've still got another event and no physical contact with your opponent. Now besides that, basically anything goes out here, which means a lot of splashing, a lot of moving of that log. And since we're only 1 point apart, 2 points for each of these rolls is going to be awarded, so everybody still has a chance to take home the win on this competition. We're going to get this one going for you. Let's get that log rolling music up. Let's clap your hands on those stands and stop your feet on those stands out there. We're going to get these guys all pumped up for this one. And this is going to take away in all of Timber Sports to master. Here we go. Cheer on the man out here, everybody. Jake Justice versus Bryce Smith. And the log rolling action. We're going to see who's going to win on this one. Those 2 points are going over here. That's off for three. There is a row to win this one for you, Bruce Mill. But if there's any man out there that can do it, it could be that man right there. So give it up for both of them. Let's get them back up on that log and let's get this log rolling. Here we go. With the second log roll, we're going to really see what happens with this one. Now that one did not look good. Jake Justice claiming a win on that one. Bruce Bell looking good. Now don't worry about Bryce. That water is really cold, so he probably can't feel a thing right now. Don't need to be worried. It looks like he's going to be all right. We're going to get him back out there for one more log.
Yeah, I feel like a new man here.
All right, well, he feels like a new man, everybody. So we're going to get him back out there on the log. Cheer on your man right here, Dawson Creek. That is your man, Bryce Smith right there. And he's going to win this one, possibly. But we're going to see what's going to happen out here. We got Jake Justice facing off against him. So let's see what happens with this last and final log roll out here. He just sounds like he's feeling good, everybody. Got the wind straight out, and here we go. And they are off. Let's see who's going to get a final win on this one. Bryce Smith falls in right there. Jake Justice claims the win on the log rolling event right there. Nicely done.
very much class conscious. So you have the high class people, they call them royalty in some books. You have the middle class people. So when
I belong to the eagle frog family. So I'm eagle frog. My mother is, her mother was, her mother, and her mother, and her mother before her. So it is an matrilineal system. So this is a 32-foot western red cedar. I looked at the growth rings when we brought the log in, and you can see it at the base there on the crosscut. It's over 450 years old. So it is old growth timber from right here in Southeast. We got this tree, I'd say, 12 miles north of here. But there is a lot of planning that goes into one of these. Here's my rough draft for this piece. I have it drawn here to scale. I did do a nicer one in ink, but this is for planning.
That's not going to make it for the summer.
It's not. Freshly cut in the round, very heavy and wet and green. So I stripped the bark. This is what the bark looks like. Keep in mind, nothing goes to waste. There are weavers that weave very fine basketry hats. You can make heavy rope, heavy line from the bark. So I stripped the bark, I stripped the sapwood, and then I need it to season or dry, and that took another year. So it was 2 years from the time I drew that plan up until I could pick up my tools and start my work. So I always seem to have at least 2 or 3 poles going at once. Tools, this is the best part. This is my elbow adze. This is why it's called an elbow adze. This is the trunk of the red alder tree, which is a good deciduous hardwood in this area. So I looked for a large trunked alder tree, and I was really looking for a branch growing out at just the right angle for me. I sliced that out, went and got some good carbon steel, grind and shape a blade, heat temper it, kind of worked on the handle. I now have a